Record. Hey, Marcos.
Hi.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Welcome to my office.
Thank you.
So, you're using the conversational hypnosis in your business. You've taken my courses, some of them. I'm just here to ask you a few questions about them. So, just start out by telling me what's your impression of the level one course?
Level one course is high level
Okay.
subconscious block removal technology. It's
Yeah.
inlaid with quantum queries, and it was a phenomenal course. I was phasing in and out,
Yep.
but I stayed tuned in, and your the way you articulate the information was just vibrating every cell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
The high compliment. Thank you.
it is high.
Well, so how has it helped you?
So, for starters, your energy itself.
Oh,
And in our interactions of the past, you've always had this wild kind of like, I don't care, what does it matter type mentality. You have this way of, let me think, of
I have questions.
you just have this way of articulating your truth without it, like no one's getting offended by it, but you can speak your truth
Cool.
honestly and authentically. It could be firm, it could be sharp, but I don't think anyone takes it as, oh man, it's an attack. So I just like how like upfront you are. So I've embodied some of those qualities from you. I call it Maya mode.
I love that. I saw that in the comments. But like on like what are you reflecting on? You're wild, you're out there, like you mean in terms of my claim or what?
No, just your way of being. Like you speak your truth. It's uncensored, it's to the point, and you just put it out there. And what we do with it is what we do with it. And how we feel about it is a reflection of ourselves anyway. So it just
True.
completely absolves you from any responsibility because how we feel is our own responsibility.
And do you feel that, I mean, I know you know a lot about the hypnosis world, energy work, you've studied with lots and lots of people. So do you think that the claims made in this course are radical or different? How are they different?
Radical might be one's definition of how they interpret your messaging, but I feel it's it's almost like I want to say it's boundless. Like there's no circumference, there's no walls around. Like it's just free. It's what quantum is, right? You're the quantum queen.
Thanks.
So,
The Quantum Queen. That's so nice
yes.
and hilarious.
Mhm. What was your question again?
And yeah, well, so I would
Yeah,
we're already in hypnosis here. Well, so what does that mean for like somebody watching this video on YouTube who wants to know like, well, how's that going to help me to heal my clients? How is that going to help me to be a better therapist, hypnotist, coach, whatever? Why is that a positive?
I think because we are maybe because we embody what our clients want. So,
That's a good answer.
yeah, and what I've always thought is like, the less identified you are with the different parts of yourself, all of the beliefs, all of the definitions you subscribe to, we come as I'm
A
losing train.
translator. It's a translator. I know what you're trying to say. But
Yeah.
that's you're really blowing my mind right now because I want to be reviewing my course, but really you're reviewing me, which is cool. But what
Mm,
I'm hearing is the openness of your character and this you call it wild, which I love that word because my dad used to call me wild when he was alive. But it's part of what makes the conversational hypnosis so functional because I'm not judging anyone, I'm not evaluating them, I'm not categorizing them. I'm not
mm,
even caring really what solutions they come up with. All
right.
I'm doing is translating their subconsciousness to themselves, basically.
Hmm.
So who I am, my beliefs, my ego is really not important. And I think that is the signature of ACH, of advanced conversational hypnosis, because it's not about my protocol, it's not about my script, it's not about my opinion, it's not about my advice, because I don't know the client. So I've taken all those things out. So then what do you end up bringing? Something that has no content. All it really has is the quality of your presence and attention. And by the way, this is why it's a great course, because you don't have to prepare, you don't have to write a script. You have to develop your principles, the principles of conversational hypnosis, and just depend on those.
Exactly. All of that.
What she said.
What she said.
And so, how is it helping you create transformations in your clients?
Mm.
What
Feel
does
free, feel free.
Maya mode, how does it help you?
Well, everything you just said, because I don't come with any intention other
That's
than
right.
to facilitate the conversation between person and unconscious mind, and I let it all self-organize.
That's right.
Like the human being themselves is the resource.
And so why do you need a course then? I mean, like, that's the funny thing about this. I agree with what you just said. It's self-organizing if you allow it to be,
If you allow it to be.
which is not that easy. Like, as you can see, the wall behind me is me obsessing about organization. So now we're moving into a next level kind of mission.
Hmm. What was the question?
The question was, I don't remember the question either. Well, we were talking about how is it helping your clients?
Yeah, so
Oh, I said, how does Maya mode help you?
oh, yeah, so Maya mode is kind of like some examples of that are what does it matter to you?
Right.
Who cares? And I love that because I'm like, yeah,
What does that have to do with taking a conversational hypnosis class though?
well, again, with your class, there's information and all of that is energy, but then there's the energy that is you. So it's actually you.
I like that. So what you're saying is what you got out of taking the course is being around the hypnosis in such a way that you can duplicate it.
For sure.
I mean, I think that's correct. I don't think that's weird.
It's being around a symbol of hypnosis, a representation of hypnosis, an embodiment of hypnosis, soaking it up
Yeah,
and vibrating at that frequency so we can
totally.
become symbols and embodiments of hypnosis.
I tell everyone in the course, I'm sure you heard me say it a lot, it's caught, not taught. And that's what you're just talking about is coming to the course, you can catch it.
Yeah.
Part of it is because we do a lot of live demo.
Hmm.
Do you think the content of the course is also interesting? The slides, the stuff?
Slides were well constructed, well organized. Yeah, everything was grade A.
He's like, yes, it's all excellent.
It's all excellent.
I love it. I didn't pay him to say that, by the way, even though he knows I'm fishing for it. What do you think is unique about conversational hypnosis, the way I'm teaching it versus the way you've learned it from others?
Your expression of it is quirky, it's crazy, it's quantum, it's wildflower, it's ceremonial grade matcha with organic almond milk. It's
Oh, that's so cute.
it's um it's just like it's very
Ceremonial
free.
grade matcha.
It's free, it's boundless, it's there's no dogma in it.
That's right.
There's no nothing in it. It's just raw, uncut, unfiltered,
That's
hypnotic,
right.
container type things.
What would make somebody watching this think that that's something you can duplicate? Because my intention with the course, of course, is not just to like show you guys what I do, which I think is useful as well, but it's not just a showmanship, you know. It's like I want people to leave the course being very confident that after the 3 days they can do it.
Well, that's the thing. For me, it comes down to You spoke for hypnosis, if you will.
Okay.
You were its translator.
Hmm.
And the people who attended your thing know how to tune into hypnosis, but some of them don't have the best reception, if you will.
Right.
And so you just increased the reception for them, and now they're able to embody some of it a little more, get more in tune with it, tune into that frequency. I keep forgetting your question. What the fuck?
That's because I'm a really good hypnotist. That's really interesting, though, what you said. It's like coming to the course is like, well, you already know something about the hypnotic mind, but now we're gonna work on the attunement of it so that it's easier.
Yeah, yeah. Like I think some of us had limited signal bars, and going through your course just added a few more bars to it.
Wow.
But yeah, but again, it just comes down to the energy of your offering more than just the information alone. It was just the complete overall energetic of the whole thing, from the information to you, your presentation, your funky ass glasses, um,
The
and
glasses are key.
totally, and your attitude.
You know,
So,
sometimes people come into my office live, which this is my office, but here on the wall, I have my glasses all hung up.
oh
And
snap.
quite a few people come in and are like, are the glasses part of the hypnosis? Like, are you going to use that? I'm thinking like, no, I just use the skill. The
Oh,
glasses are extra. But it's funny that you point that out.
yeah. How many pairs of glasses do you have on that wall? I'm curious.
Oh, there's over 20 for sure. But and they're all, it's like clothes for me. Like once I've worn them for a couple of years, even if they're still functional, they're still like not they're out of date a little. So I do want to update them. I have some ideas for future. Also, I wear a different pair for up close and different pair for
Mm.
walking around town. So I have to diversify.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's why. That's
Ah,
the main reason.
hmm.
I have another question about the course and the what you said about the bars and the tuning in, which is what does that have to do with speed? Because a lot of people are interested in my course because what I'm promising and delivering is not only am I going to take out the scripts and the prep and the worry and the stressing out, those are not useful. But also, what I think is very significant is we don't need to see people 6 times, 12 times, even 4 times. I think it's like 3 and under is what I'm really going with these days. For me personally, I think it's even faster. What does the speed have to do with it? And how did the course help you with that?
Speed is great. The paradox is when you're trying to solve their problem, you're
That's
getting
right.
further away from the solution.
That's right.
So, yeah, like just letting go. Um, I guess that's all I gotta say about that, because
Yeah, that's right, though.
yeah,
The
and
more you're in tune
but
with hypnosis, the easier it is as a knack, the
right,
faster it goes.
right. And if I have any type of focus during a session, it's just on the unconscious material that's coming out of the person's mouth.
That's right.
And I'm hopping on that material. I'm stimulating it. I'm putting their attention on it.
That's right.
I'm stacking them up.
That's right.
Um, so yeah, I'm just focusing on that, and it's so freeing. I'm like, okay, because back in the day, I thought I had to log down every single piece of
Exactly.
information. I'm like, that this is a lot of writing happening. So,
And now, no
and
writing?
no writing. Minimal writing. I'll
Minimum,
write
right?
down some keywords for
So
sure.
will I. I write down personal names, things like that.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel, now that you've taken this course, do you ever have lingering nervousness when you're dealing with your clients? Do you feel pressure? Let me ask it again. Do you feel this course has helped you to feel less nervous and less pressure?
1,000%. You know, there's always that node of wanting to get the breakthrough in session one. But I've let go of that. I'm like,
Yep.
I'm gonna give myself 6 sessions to get it done.
Yep.
And that frees me to, again, not attach to the outcome of
Yep.
it and just let it be. And it usually happens quicker within 1 or 2 sessions.
What does that have to do with profitability?
Well, if you clear the problem in 1 or 2 sessions, you just made all that money for what, 3, 4 hours of time? So, yeah.
And what does that do in terms of referral and reviews?
Well, you get some great testimonials out of it. They tell their friends, you promote them, you get media for yourself, and boom, it just starts magnetizing people to you.
And so, I mean, I think most people who watch these interviews are still wondering, like, are these people for real? Like, is it really true that a 6 session package is not as efficient or not as needed as maybe a three, or less amount of visits? So you've done both. What do you think of that at this point? Do, do you think it's possible to learn how to just eliminate sessions, visits, time spent based on enhancing your skill?
Yeah, totally. Like I feel I can get it done in 1 to 3 sessions. Like I'm at
Me too.
like an 85% felt
Right.
sense rate of
Yeah. Felt
getting the
sensory.
outcome,
That's good.
of getting the desired outcome for the client
That's right.
within 1 session. I aim to do it. I do it with excitement. I
Yeah.
I do it for the excitement of the challenge
Yes, me
to
too.
do it. Whether I get it or not, I
Yeah.
stay in that vibration of the excitement of, yeah, let's get it. Let's see if we can do this. And if
Right.
we can't, that's cool too. We'll
Exactly.
do it next session. And that's an example of Maya mode for me as well.
Oh, I love that. What is the Maya mode? Like, we'll do it when we do it.
We do it like what happens, happens. It is what it is. And full acceptance,
Yep. Oh, I
allowance of
love
what
it.
is. And, what do we have to do with it? We're here to do our thing, and if it
Exactly.
happens in one, good. If it happens in two, good. If it happens in six, fine. When you told me that when you had said it in a thing, I think you were saying that you had one client that took you 12 sessions or even more. I forgot, but you finally got it done. And she just kept paying you for sessions, and you didn't know if you were going to be able to, but finally something cracked open
Yep.
and she got the resource.
And that was I hardly ever stick with it that long, but I did. I saw it incrementally changing. She's a very, very much older person, so it has more, maybe layers. I don't want to generalize and say that that's always true because it's not. But
Hmm.
but that you're right. What I said is true. Like I'm MOS. I love it to go fast. I pretty much have it down to one, maybe 2 sessions, but it is what it is. It's not up to me.
Yeah,
Who creates transformation in the end?
exactly.
Who does? I want you to say it.
Them.
Yeah, right. So if they're the ones doing it and they're not doing it fast enough, what does that have to do with any of us? Nothing.
Exactly. It's their transformation, not ours. So,
But at the
mm,
same time, having the skill to go fast, having the skill to be confident makes our lives easier.
totally.
Mhm.
So by letting go of the outcome.
Well, I love that that's something that you feel you got out of my course.
It's something I needed for sure. And that story again of it just showed me like there's layers and layers and layers and layers and layers we have to rummage through.
Exactly.
And sometimes we can get to the kernel of their issue with 2 questions.
Yep, exactly.
You
By
know,
the way, in contrast to the 12, I had a 45-minute full problem solving last week where literally it started. Instant regression. The
mm,
person even said to me, "Oh, I've thought of that before." I said, "Okay, well, maybe not in the same way or something like that." Closed their eyes, emerged 20 minutes later, problem had cleared. I tested it, checked it really thoroughly. He was like, "That's crazy. Like, I've been afraid of this for decades." And
mm.
that was that. He said, "Can I go now?" I'm not kidding you. We hadn't even gotten an hour into it. And I was like, "Well, if you feel ready." And he actually said, "I would like to go now because I'm going to go do the thing that I said I wasn't going to do, and I might as well do it now while I have the extra time." So I was like, "Well, help yourself." Perfect.
That's beautiful. And
So,
so there are 2 tests, right? There's the imaginal test. You provide them during the session,
yeah,
and then there's the actual
that's
reality,
right.
real-time test that happens. So do you ever get a person that comes back that tested great during the session, but reality tested them and it kind of brought them back?
It's a great question. And of course, the answer is reality is harsher than anything I could ever do in my office. So I always do want the reality test to be the ultimate test. And that's why I sometimes post, I did yesterday, testimonials from 2, 3 years later, because I don't want people to think, oh, it's temporary. Like I went to the 45-minute hypnotist who told me I'm not a smoker anymore and I came out and wasn't, because those tend not to stick. They're
Yeah.
very temporary. And I don't want that to be my legacy. I want the legacy to be permanent transformation, no takebacks. At the
Yeah.
same time, I mean, the answer to your question is as I've improved my skill set and the more I teach it and the more people I see, the more rigorous my testing and the more intuitive my testing has gotten. So I have less and less of that conflict between reality and how the person tests in the session. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the testing, as you know from taking the course, and this is what I teach in the course in part, it's not the heart of it, but it's a derivative of the principles of the course. It's essential. And I do
Mm,
think that that's what's missing in a lot of traditional hypnosis. So,
mm,
it is missing, and it's missing in a lot of businesses aside from hypnosis, by the way. Like we could talk about all kinds of businesses that should be testing.
yeah.
But you're right that it's essential and it's a huge protection against the client leaving the office and being like, well, everything fell apart now that I'm back here in the real stressors. So I would say less and less as I improve my skill and get more and more thorough. I mean, like we're here talking about speed, like the other day, 2 nights ago, I had an evening client. She was here for 3 hours and 8 minutes.
Wow.
Why the additional time? Because she was beautiful through her breakthrough, at least 90 minutes in, maybe 2 hours in. But then there were a lot of questions that came up for her, like, but what about this scenario? What about this scenario? And I mean, it was getting late. It was like getting past 9 p.m. Like, obviously, I'd prefer to move on and go to bed, get ready for bed or whatever. But it's very important to me to complete the testing cycle to her satisfaction, right? Until she
Mm,
feels like, okay, I've checked every box. So I'll just keep asking and asking, is there anything else you can think of? Because I
mm,
want to go the whole way with it. So if it's
yeah.
3 hours and 8 minutes, like, so what? She left feeling very clear, very confident, very
Mm, mm,
ecstatic, and all those things. So,
beautiful.
as you know, I've told you millions of times in the training, no two people are alike. If it's a bunch of sessions, it is. If it's one, it is. If it's 3 hours, if it's 45 minutes,
That's
everything's
true.
it's up to the client.
Yeah. Beautiful.
As you know from taking 101. Is there
Hmm.
anything else you want to say about the course or?
I like that some of the people that were taking the course were so conscious-minded, logical, analytical about it, taking notes. And I think you had said you just got to start taking, just start taking clients, just start doing it.
Yes, be practical.
And that I'm learning firsthand because I've conducted a lot of free sessions.
Yeah.
Um, but man, every single session informs, my skill set. I always gain a few experience points from each,
Yes.
and it's great.
Do you know about that? And I know, now we're past testimonial, so I'll end this interview in a second, but I just want to say about what you just said.
Mhm.
The subconscious mind, now that I've become so intimate with using it, and you can tell me your feedback because you also you use it as your profession. It's a muscle, right? Like it's not a muscle, it's
Mm,
whatever. It might not even be a real thing for all we know. I don't know if it's a metaphor or what. But
right.
whatever it is, it's trainable. And
Yeah.
so the more I use it, the more I can depend on it, the more, strength it has, and the
Right.
more predictability it has. So
Hmm.
if you're practicing, it's like going to the gym, but for your subconscious.
Right.
Mean, you and I both know, like, you're not going to build your muscles sitting on the couch. Even if you're lifting a 5 pound weight, it's a weight. And if you
Hmm.
lift a 5 pound weight 100 times, it gets awfully heavy, doesn't it? So,
Hmm.
so that's like a practice session to me. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm not solving a $1 million problem, but I'm working with somebody and I'm working with their mind, and my mind is working with their mind. And now I'm bolstering that access point to my own subconscious. So you just
Hmm.
can't go wrong there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I feel like I'm gaining like intuitive access, more intuitive access.
That's right.
So I'm not sure if that's a quality of the subconscious mind, superconscious
I know.
mind. Who
And we
knows?
don't need to know.
Who cares?
As long as it's working. That's another thing I teach in the course. So what? We don't know. We don't need to know. As long as it's
Exactly.
working, as long as you got results behind you and happy customers and there's money in the bank, you're
Right.
doing the right thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
let's
it,
be honest though. Yeah, go ahead.
no, no, it almost starts feeling like some slight mind reading. It's like,
Yeah.
it's weird. But it's super cool.
Oh, it's super cool. And it's not mind reading, but it's like true connection.
Yeah.
Maybe it is mind reading. Like I said, I don't know. Well, I'm super happy to have heard all of that. It's a very unique take on the course and on giving a testimonial in general. So, thanks for sharing all of that. Is there anything else you want to tell anybody who wants to take the course or is on the fence about it?
You know, I've had many, many teachers. All of them were great. But man, there's something about you. You know, like I said, I've had many teachers. All of them were great, grade A, high level. And I put them all in the same category, but Maya's somewhere else,
Thanks.
you know? So that's very unique. You know, it's wild because they're all on the same constellation, but here you are, all the way to the upper right,
My own
your
constellation.
own shit. So I dig it. I love it. Love your
Thank you.
energy.
Thank you. So
Yeah,
funny. I guess that's what my life has amounted to. Here I am on my own constellation.
right. I love learning from you. Your teaching style, um, just
We
right.
also have a pretty cool community too, right? Because now we have a support group and anyone who takes the course can join that. So
Yeah.
you can join our little far out constellation
Hmm.
along with all the rest of the students and I.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. That was like amazing feedback. I really appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you
you for sharing your time and I'll see you back in the course.
for sure.
Okay, have a great
Thanks,
afternoon.
Maya. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.